I know I'm supposed to say, Sky, Children of the Light is a deeply immersive and emotionally resonant game that pairs a vast open world with beautiful visuals and dynamic multiplayer gameplay. But I'm not, because it's freaking boring. This is my completely subjective game review of Sky, lighting candles while holding hands. In Sky, you start in a world of darkness where only your stick of dynamite, inner light personified as a candle, I'm not really sure, can light other candles and bring more light, but on a larger scale, back into the world. As you set out to bring light into the world, you will awaken the ancients or ancestors. Again, to be honest, I stopped paying attention to the plot. There is a lot of text to read and some very visual storytelling that is not bad, and an odd amount of hand-holding in the story, so I wouldn't say the story is non-existent, but it's just not that compelling for me. I'll give it a single star because it does in fact have a story. The core gameplay loop of this game has you absorbing red candles so that you can light white candles, and sometimes they even set this up in such a way that the game touts it as a puzzle. It's not a very difficult puzzle because if the camera locking on to exactly what you're supposed to do doesn't tip you off, you can always press Q to have the game show you what to do. There's a grand total of 0 difficulty to this game loop other than an inconsistent visual cue on what you can and can't jump off of, and the camera locking to show you something so often you might as well just run or fly in a straight line until the camera lock tells you what to do. I'll give this game as many stars for its game mechanics as its difficulty. 0. As you hold hands and light candles with your buddies, you will unlock powers to use exactly when the game tells you to use them. My motivation to gain more power stops at me trying to see if the game does or doesn't have a progression system. I won't belabor the point. This game does have a progression system, but the goal of the game and the player progression does not have enough pull to make me play a second past my 2-hour playtime minimum to play a game and review it. I'll give it a single star for the team adding it though, as it seems completely unnecessary for what this game is. The game does have a capstone of sorts to its levels, a little something extra to let you know you've done well and completed a section. It's not battling a boss though, it's awakening an elder. And awakening this ancient elder may take you a step or two longer than awakening a spirit. The game gives you a reward though, a cutscene of sort that is a cool animation style and visually pleasing to look at. The problem is, I just don't care. I'm gonna give this 0 stars for the capstone. It just wasn't doing it for me. Now, the visuals in this game are great. I cannot fault the game for its visuals. The team crafted a beautiful world in a serene style, and it is truly aesthetically pleasing to look at. Whether you're running through green villages or soaring through the sky, this game gives you something to enjoy. And if you can't find something to look at, the game will lock the camera onto something for you and shove its visuals down your throat. Max stars for visuals. All in all, I think this game sets out to do exactly what it's meant to do. Provide a calm, relaxing environment for very casual gamers, or hardcore gamers who need to let their hands dry off from death gripping their remote during the last Souls battle, but it just isn't for me. And this is a completely subjective game review, so I don't have to like it, and if you do, more power to you, but I prefer my games to have a little more challenge to them and a little more progression. Exploration only goes so far, and no matter how beautiful something looks, if I'm not having fun while playing it, what's the point?